transitioning, inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the nose. So really bringing some intention into your breath. As you're breathing here, nice deep breaths in and out, beginning to slow down the mind, slow down the thoughts. Drop into your body and into this state of feeling, out of thinking into feeling. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Take a moment here, just perhaps setting an intention if you'd like, maybe a dedication, maybe just using this time to be silent and check in. Let's open up the eyes. And interlace your fingers, press the palms away, and pull your belly and your chin in. Inhale, open up, drawing your arms back by your ears. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, reach up and over with the right. Grounding down through your right sits bone and knee. And inhale back over to the right, lifting up and over with the left. And inhale back to center. We'll interlace your fingers behind the back and open up the chest, drawing your arms down, a little lift through the upper arm bones. And then walk your hands out in front of you. Reach, get nice and long here, feeling into your back body. Walk your fingertips over to the left, finding some space along the right side of your body. Walk your hands over to the right and lengthening along the left side of the body. And back to center. Let's slowly round up one vertebra at a time. Just a few head rolls here, so roll your head to the left, roll your head to the right, loosening up the shoulders and the neck. Back to center. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees and find tabletop position. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Inhale and open up the chest, relax the belly, tuck the toes. Then exhale, round, pressing the spine towards the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, open up, tuck the toes, gaze forward. Exhale, round. So a couple more. Follow your own breath. Inhaling as you open. Exhaling as you round. So we're just warming up the spine here. One more full cycle here. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop position. Let's turn your fingertips to the sides of the mat and just rock back and forth, feeling into your wrists. So if you'd like, you can turn your fingertips back towards your knees if that's available. Maybe sink back a little into the hips, feeling into the fronts of the forearms. We'll rotate the hands back forward. Let's flip a palm, pressing down into the wrist. Make a fist and release it. Make another fist and release. Let's flip the other palm. Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody hear me all right out there in virtual land? Good. All right. And let's pop back up onto the fingertips here, neutralizing the wrist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Let's plant the hands down, tuck the toes under, and press back to down dog. So just pedal out through the heels here. Pressing down through one heel and the other. Arms are straight and strong. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing your head and neck. Maybe shake your head. Yes, shake your head no. Finding some space into the hamstrings and the calves. Inhale high up onto the toes and exhale, bend the knees. Drawing your shins parallel to the mat. Inhale high in the toes, lifting up into the hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale again, lengthen the legs, lift up into the hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale high in the toes, this time tiptoe to the front of the mat. Finding forward fold, Uttanasana. Just drag all the body, relaxing into the back body, into the neck and the shoulders. Maybe take hold of the elbows. Rock left and right. Relax your hands down. As you inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, draw the arms out and up, reverse swan dive, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step your left foot back into a lunge. Nice deep lunge here, lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. And take your hands to your thigh, pressing the hands down into the thigh. Pull your tailbone down a little, lift your heart. Feeling the left hip flexor begin to soften, release. And a couple deep breaths here. Lower your left hand down, press into the right hand and twist open. Option to extend that right arm up, reaching through the fingertips. Lower your right hand down and draw back through the front leg, toes flexing towards you. Maybe walk the hands back a little bit, lengthening the spine. Inhale forward into your lunge, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. And just hold here in plank. So you can stay here with the knees lifted or you can modify with the knees down. Pull your tailbone towards your heels, open up the chest, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lower all the way down, elbows hugging into the ribcage. Untuck the toes, press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. So lifting the chest, shoulders down the back. Exhale, forehead down. Press back, hips to heels, child's pose. I'm just checking in here, remembering this is your place of rest if you need a break during the practice. It's also a good modification for downward facing dog. So inhale, round up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips down, dog. Inhale high on the toes, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands and lower your back knee down, untuck the toes. Hands to the thigh, pressing down, lift the chest. Couple breaths here. The right hand comes down under the shoulder, press into the left hand, twisting open. Maybe extend that left arm up. Left hand lowers down and draw back through the front leg. So pinky toe is pulling towards you as well here. Feel that along your IT band. Inhale into your lunge, plant the hands, step back to plank pose, and hold here. So shift the weight a little forward, pressing into your toes. And then hinge at the elbows, coming halfway down, elbows hug in. Inhale, open up the chest, upward facing dog. So popping onto the tops of the feet here. Shoulders down the back. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So rolling over the toes. You can modify that flow and come into child's pose first, and then down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep the hips square, press up and back through the heel. Arms are engaged. As you exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, left foot meets the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. So a few sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank pose. And again, chaturanga, so forward a little, into the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Front knee is over the ankle. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank pose and chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot through. Inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose and chaturanga. That's the flow. Follow your breath. Exhale, down dog. Good. Bend the knees, gaze forward, and step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep out and up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll do that flow again. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga. Using your breath, open up the chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose. Chaturanga as you exhale. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Open up, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Good. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Take a moment here and find your mountain pose Tadasana. So look down at your feet. Feet are 2 to 3 inches apart. Big toes a little closer than the heels. You're drawing your tailbone down, belly in, heart lifting. Draw your shoulders up by the ears and down the back. Palms open. Standing tall, Tadasana. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank pose. And chaturanga. You can skip the chaturanga at any point. Just meet us in down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center and twist to the right. So working your tricep over the thigh. You can lower your back knee down to modify or keep it lifted and engaged. Palms rest. Gaze draws up. To the center. Exhale, plant the hands and straighten through the front leg. Inhale into your lunge. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, lunge. Pulsing lunges. Exhale, straighten. Folding over the front thigh. Hopping up onto the back toes. Level your hips off. Find that alignment. into your lunge, step back to plank pose and chaturanga. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, hands through heart center, twist to the left. So again, you can lower that back knee to modify if you'd like. Keep the heart opening, the hips sinking down. Exhale the hands down, straighten through the front leg. Inhale into your lunge. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, back, hold here, high on the back toes. Right hip lowers slightly, left hip draws back a little. Grounding into the ball mound of the big toe. Nice deep exhales into the hamstring. Inhale into your lunge. Plant the hands, step back, and flow through chaturanga. Inhaling, open up. Exhaling, down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So sink your hips, reach your arms up. Good, so the tailbone draws down. Take that little arch out of your low back and draw your shoulder blades together. Shoulders down the back, sink down into the hips. And shift the weight a little back into the heels here. Keep breathing. Exhale the hands through heart center and twist to the right. Pressing your tricep against the thigh, palms drawing towards the center of the chest. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Rotating through the rib cage. Inhale to center, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhaling, open up. Exhale, down dog. Good, 3 full cycles of breath here. So feet are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. You're knitting the rib cage in a little here. A little micro bend in the knees, lifting up into the hips. And the weight is in the knuckles and the fingertips. So taking some weight out of the wrists. Inhale, high on the toes, lift the right leg up. Stack your right hip over your left. Flexing the foot, pressing up through the heel. Now bend the knee and pull the heel towards the glutes. Keep the knee lifting up. See if you can lift it higher than the foot. Opening up the hip, pull the right hip back. Re-extend the leg, close the hip, step the foot through. We'll prepare for warrior one. So the back foot plants down, turn it in slightly. Back leg is straight and strong. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Front knee is bent. You're rolling your shoulders down the back. A couple breaths here, reaching up through the fingertips. As you exhale, opening warrior two. So feel your left hip pull back, your right hip roll under. Steady gaze out over the front hand. Find your stability, and then find some ease, some softness. Breathing. Let's rotate your right palm up, reach forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm comes back by the ear. Left hand can come down the back of the thigh, or internally rotate it and take the fingers around to the crease of the thigh. Exhaling back to warrior two. Moving into extended side angle, elbow to thigh, left arm by the ear. So we want one diagonal line from the back foot through your fingertips. Rotating open, gaze draws up. Take some weight out of the elbow. Option to extend that arm by the ear. So arms are parallel. Inhale, warrior two. And pivot onto the back toes, square the hips, reach up through the fingertips, high lunge. Exhale the hands through heart center and twist to the right. Again, you can modify with the knee down. Press the palms into one another. These twists are really great to release any toxins that are building up in your bodies. Aids with digestion. Lift the back knee if you'd like. So all come back into high lunge, reaching up through your fingertips. Exhale the hands down. Step back and flow through chaturanga. Kneading back in down dog. So we inhale, lift the left leg up and stack the left hip over the right. Pressing up and back through the heel, then bend the knee. And notice what's going on with your shoulders. So left hip or left shoulder needs to lower in line with the right. Arms engaged, knee lifting, opening up that left hip. Re-extend the leg, close the hip, step the foot through. So finding your warrior one on this side. So make sure you have enough space between the feet to have a foundation and square your hips forward. Reach your arms up. A couple breaths here. Feel the energy in the outer edge of your back foot, and then sink into the front thigh. On your exhale, open into warrior two. Feel the right hip roll back, left hip roll under. Feel your torso right over the hips. Reaching out through your fingers. Inhale, rotate the left palm up, reach forward, reverse warrior. And maybe wrapping that arm behind you, taking the fingers to the crease of the thigh. Adds a little extra shoulder opener there. Exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle, elbow to thigh, right arm by the ear. Again, taking the weight out of the elbow, maybe extend that left arm by the ear. And inhale to warrior two. Hop up onto the back toes, square the hips, high lunge. Exhale the hands through heart center, twist to the left. So maybe feeling a little bit more open in this twist. Done a couple in the practice now. So maybe finding a little bit more of a rotation. Inhale to center. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to plank pose. And chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Just a couple breaths here. Full inhale and exhale for one. Inhale, exhale for two. Inhale, exhale for three. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sink the hips, reach your arms up. Sinking down, shifting the weight back into the heels. Exhale the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers, press the knuckles down. Exhale, forward fold, lifting the arms up and over. So if that's too much on your shoulders, you can take hold of your wrists or your forearms. Relax your hands down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep out and up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach up, sink back. Exhale the hands through heart center. Press the thumbs into the chest, chest into the thumbs, and lift your left heel. Find one gazing point down in front of you, and step back. Press the heel back to warrior three. Pressing through the heel, foot is flexing. Arms can come back by your sides. Long through the back of the neck. Engage through both legs. Keep the breath moving. Option to extend your arms by your ears. Lower your hands, but keep the back leg lifted, pointing through the toes. One-legged forward to fold, lifting through the heel. Exhale, step back into a lunge. And plant the hands down. We're going to take your right foot, step it halfway back, turn the toes out, then pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot. Side plank, right hand to the hip. Open up your heart towards the front right corner of your mat. Keep the hips lifting. Right arm can extend up. Option to stay here or step your right foot back. Option to lift the right leg up. Inhale everyone back to plank pose and chaturanga. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Step or hop up. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips, reach your arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale the hands to the heart. Pressing the thumbs into the chest. One point of focus, lift your right heel. Press back through the heel, finding that T position. Arms can come back by your sides, palms down, or extend them by the ears. Hips are level, keep breathing. And we'll lower the hands down, keep the back leg lifted, and point through the toes. And step your right foot back, find your lunge, and prepare for side plank on the right. Left foot steps halfway back onto the outer edge of your right foot. Left hand to the hip. Left arm extends up. Option to step that left foot back. Maybe lift the left leg up. Everyone exhale back to plank pose and lower all the way down onto the mat. Then untuck the toes and extend your left arm out to the side. Press into the right hand and we'll roll towards the left arm. Stepping your right foot behind you. So the back of the head rests on the mat. Just a little shoulder opener here. Make sure your arm is at shoulder height. Couple deep breaths here. So option to reach back for the top of the foot or the ankle, and then draw the knee down. Quadricep stretch. Good. We'll release, coming back onto your stomach. Left hand under the shoulder. Right arm extends out to the side. Press into your left hand, roll towards the arm. Step the left foot behind you. And again, option to reach back for the foot. Lowering the knee down in line with the other. Feeling into the quadricep. Everyone coming back onto your stomach. And reach your arms arms back by your sides, palms are down. We'll inhale, lift the chest off the mat. And lift the feet. Lift the arms. Reach your arms out by your ears at shoulder height. Inhale and lift the chest. Exhale, release. Big toes together, heels open, right cheek to the mat. Just let everything kind of settle in, neutralizing the spine. We'll draw your gaze back to center. Bend both knees and reach back for the feet. So moving into bow pose. Inhale and lift the chest, press the feet into the hands. If you have any tension in your low back, it helps to flex the feet and then press back. So you can stay here with the thighs pressing down, lifting the chest, really opening up the front body, or maybe lift the thighs off the mat. Feet are in line with the shoulders, and breathe. Exhale, release, left cheek to the mat. Palms are open, big toes together, heels well open. And take your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself back, hips to heels, child's pose. So we're going to counter that heart opener with a back body opener. So take your hands back to your heels for rabbit pose. Round into your spine, forehead towards the knees. As you exhale, pulling on the heels, lift the hips. Pull your belly button towards the spine. Feel the space between your shoulder blades. No weight in the top of the head. Just keep the forehead drawing towards the knees, lifting up into the hips. Exhale, hips to heels, re-extend the arms. Then round up into tabletop and walk your hands to the front corners of the mat for puppy dog pose. So relaxing the chest down here. Chin comes to the mat. If that's too much on your neck, then forehead. So hips are right over the knees here. It's a big heart opener. Trying to find some softness in the front body. And melt a little bit between your shoulder blades. And slowly coming back up. We'll tuck your toes under, lift the hips, and find down dog again. Let's bend the knees, gaze forward, and step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And taking your hands to your hips, I'm going to turn to face you all. Moving into tree pose. We'll do a couple balance poses. Hands to your hips. And shift your weight into your left foot. Find one point of focus down in front of you. And lift your right knee up. Open up the knee to the right and place the foot above or below, just not on the knee. Find what feels right to you. Hands can come to heart center. Standing up tall. Stay with your one point of focus, your drishti. If you have your stability, maybe arms extend up. Opening up the palms. Good. Standing tall, shoulders soft. Exhale the hands through heart center. Relax your foot down. And shift your weight over into the other foot, hands to your hips. Find your drishti. Lift your left knee up. Open up the knee. Take your foot above or below the knee. Squeeze everything in towards midline. Hands to heart center and stand up tall. Maybe arms extend up. center. And lower your foot down. And I'm going to turn to the side of the mat to show dancer pose. So we just did a hip opener here. So now we're going to do an internal rotation of the hip. Reach your arms up. Exhale the right arm out to the side, palm is open, left palm faces forward. Shift your weight into your left foot, lift your right foot, and take hold of it from the inside. And draw the knees back together. Stand up tall, reach up. As you exhale, press back through the foot. Keep the heart lifting. Use your breath, inhaling for length. Exhaling to press back. Keep that tension between the hand and foot. Good. Inhale, coming back up. Right arm extends up, left arm out to the side. Lift the left foot. Finding your drishti down in front of you, one point of focus. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, press back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press back. Inhaling back to center. And relax here, stand in Tadasana, close your eyes. Let the weight settle down into your feet. Let go of the pose. And back to your breath. Inhale, open the eyes, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, walk the feet together. Take your hands around the backs of your ankles, your calves. Try and work your hands as far down as you can here. Work your elbows towards one another. Keep the connection belly and chest to thighs. Bend the knees nice and deep. Then as you exhale, pulling on the feet or the ankles, lift the hips. Keep that connection. Feel the opening through your upper spine up into the neck. Feel this in your hamstrings. Shift the weight a little into the toes. Lift up into your hips. And release. Take your hands down in front of you. Walk your feet 2 to 3 inches apart. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. And step your left foot 3 feet behind the right. Inner arches are aligned. And then shift the weight so it's equal in both heels. If this is too much, if you can't kind of shift the weight back into that back heel, you can bend the front knee a little bit. And then ground through both feet, palms together, slowly round up. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Squeeze your thighs together and then rotate open to the right. Extend your arms out. Good, so fingers at shoulder height. Squeeze the thighs together, rotating back. Gaze draws back. Right hand comes to the low back. Turn back forward, reach your left arm up. And from the hips, hinge with a flat spine. Forward and down. Relaxing over the front thigh. Inhale, find a little length through your spine. Exhale, twist open to the right. You can take your left hand to the shin if that allows you to distribute the weight equally between the feet. Good. Lower both hands down, just fold over the front leg. And step your left foot up. Step your right foot back. Again, find your weight in each foot, and palms come together, crossing at the thumbs. Slowly round up, pulling the belly in. Reach the arms up. Squeeze the thighs together. Exhale, open up to the left. Twisting open, reaching out. Gaze tracks back towards the left thumb. Standing up nice and tall. Left hand to the low back, reach up through the right hand, square your hips forward. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward and down. Find a little length in the spine, maybe take that hand to the shin, rotate open to the left. And release over the front leg, both hands come down. Good, right foot steps up to meet the left. And then hop your feet to the width of the mat. And sink the hips down. Toes can turn out a little bit. Try and ground the heels. Palms come to the center of the chest. And then lengthen the spine. Elbows press into the inner thighs. Long through the spine. Close your eyes. Good. Open the eyes and sit down on your mat. Extending your legs in front of you with bent knees. Do a little ab work before the end of practice. Hands come behind you. And sit up tall on your sits bones. Lift your feet. Reach your arms by your shins. Good, boat pose, Navasana. So see if you can extend your legs a little bit. See if you can lift your knees towards your chest. Chest towards your knees, shoulder blades together. Short little sips of breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll lower all the way down onto the mat. And once you're down, lift your legs straight up at a 90-degree angle. So feet are flexing, reach your fingertips towards your toes. Lift your shoulders and head, and we'll pulse here for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms together, crossing at the thumbs, we'll cross right to left. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands come down. Thumbs a little under the hips for support. And point through the toes, feet together. Good. We're going to do little lifts with the hips to work into the abdominal, low abdominal muscles. So pulsing for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stay here. One more here. Lower your left foot down. Just scissoring the legs. Lift it back up. Lower the right foot down. And switch. And switch. And switch. A couple more here. Nice and slow. Legs are long, straight, pointing through the toes. Good. 2 more on each side. That's 1, 1, 2, 2. Good. Lower the legs onto the mat. Extend your arms overhead. Reaching through your fingertips. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Bend the knees. And arms come down by your sides. We'll move into bridge pose. Snuggle your elbows in towards your rib cage, feet hip width apart, and reach your fingertips. Just your middle finger should just brush your heel. So feet are hip width apart. Press down into the elbows, maybe hinge at the elbows and lift the hips. So stay here or extend the arms down and snuggle your upper arms underneath you. See if you can interlace your fingers behind the back. Otherwise, just work your arms down into the mat, pinky fingers pressing down. Press the feet into the mat, lift the hips. We'll slowly unravel, rolling back down. Soles of the feet together, knees open, palms open, and close your eyes. Just collect all of the information that your body has learned over the course of the practice. Notice the space. Notice any renewed energy. Notice any tingling in your fingertips. Draw your knees back together and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Take your hands, right hand through the legs, and wrap your hands around the hamstring. So both feet flexing, and then draw that left knee in. Feeling this in your right hip, down into the low back. You may choose to move that left knee 1 inch over to the left. Feel a little bit more of a stretch through the hip. Release the left foot down, uncross the legs, and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Flexing the feet, taking the hands through the legs, and draw the right knee in. Good, and slowly releasing. We'll take a final twist here. Extend your left leg down onto the mat. Hug your right knee in. Give it a squeeze. Let's open up the hip here by opening the knee to the right, left hand to the hip. And cross the knee over the torso, shifting the hips to center, and right arm extends out to the side, gazing out over that right hand. Center, shift your hips to center, and extend the right leg down. Left knee bends, hug it in, taking your hands around your shin, and open up the knee with the left hand, right hand to the hip. And then cross it over the torso with the right hand. Extend that left arm out, soft into the low back. And come back to center. Extend the heels towards the corners of the mat, arms by your sides, palms face up. Closing the eyes here for final Shavasana. So moving out of the work of doing, the activity of the practice in the mind, and into the work of stillness. Through your body, noticing any remaining tension. Relaxing into your toes, tops of your feet, your ankles. Relaxing your kneecaps, your quadriceps. Relaxing your hips. Noticing the belly rise and fall with the breath. Feeling your heart beating. Relaxing into your chest, your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearms, your fingertips. Lengthening the back of the neck. Relaxing into your jawbone. Letting the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing your cheeks, softening into the backs of the eyes, the fronts of the eyes. Softening into the forehead and the scalp. And drawing your inward gaze down the nose or right between your eyebrows. Resting there with your breath. Taking one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Feeling your heart beating. Extending the arms up overhead. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthening through your fingertips, through your toe tips. As you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug around your shins. And to roll over onto your right side and pause there, transitioning nice and slow at your own pace up into a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall, keeping the eyes closed. Hands come to heart center. Just taking a moment here to reconnect with your intention or your dedication, your breath. Let's take a nice collective deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Again, inhale. One more. Bow your forehead to your fingertips. So remembering that you have all the information that you need right here inside you. When you're feeling stressed or anxious, connect to your body, slow down your thoughts, use your breath. Thank you all so much for joining today. The light within me honors and sees the light within each of you. Stay happy, stay healthy. Namaste.